life really began in rural Utah. I grew up in a little town by the name of Antimony, Utah, and I had the great blessing of being surrounded by both sets of grandparents, cousins. Little Antimony Elementary was the center of the community and still is today, and I just feel so strongly that wherever school is located, it should be the center of a community, and it just sort of drove me in my education career. I am married to a wonderful man. We got married a little later in life, and I have a great stepson. My grandmother was my teacher in first and third grade, and I thought she was magical. Two-room schoolhouse, kids in varying ages, and I loved watching the magic that she created in the classroom every day. And then I took a class when I was up at Utah State on education, and the minute a child climbed up on my lap and asked me to read him a story, I just knew that I had found my calling. I was an elementary classroom teacher, and then I had a person tap me on the shoulder and say, have you ever thought about being a school administrator? We need a female in this role. We've never had a female vice principal. So I went into administration. I was able to really do what I loved, and that was support teachers and leaders in order to make life better for students in our school system. When I came to the State Office of Education, I was focused on teacher efficacy, helping teachers be able to do their best work. I also had the opportunity to apply to be the superintendent, and I had people asking me to do so. I put my hat in the ring, and the rest is history, and it's been an amazing 7 years. In this role, I've had the unique opportunity to travel all over the state and be in our schools, and that gives me such a great sense of the triumphs, the trials, the struggles that our communities face. I really try to stay rooted in the work of the classroom by connecting with teachers and leaders and kiddos to see how things are working for them in their school system, so that when a policy comes up, I know how it affects kids in Wayne County or in Cache County or in Weber County. You have to use all of those lenses when you're in a policy role to think about how will this make a difference for the individual child. In Utah, our students have a lot of choice. They can be schooled in many ways, but public education is still the fabric of our society. Without public education, we don't have civic engagement. We don't have a strong economy. We don't have a place for neighbors to connect to. Public education is the very fiber of our state. The importance of education is manifested in the way that we live our lives. It's not just about the academics, but it's helping unlock gifts that children don't know that they have. I love being able to unlock those gifts for people, help them see potential, help them make connections and find possibilities. And it doesn't matter where I go now, people know about Utah. They know about Utah education, and that makes me so proud because I get to be the chief cheerleader of the education system. I think I first became aware of Weber State University when I was a principal in Davis County. We had a great relationship with the College of Education, but I started watching kids leaving my elementary school and their siblings going to Weber and hearing the great and various things that they were engaged in. So academics, yes, but very caring professors and staff members who really guided them and helped them find their way. And you can go there with one idea in mind and have somebody unlock this other idea for you. And so I just feel like there's something for everyone when you enter the doors at Weber State University. I love that Louis Shurtleff, for whom this award is named, was a pioneer in a sense and a visionary to think about the trajectory of a little child's life all the way through opportunities to have a more meaningful life as they grow older. That really is the purpose of public education. And Weber's always done such a great job of providing multiple opportunities for students that enter their doors. So I'm very honored and humbled that I could in any way be a part of that.